Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanswood. Welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And I was sitting today, but we have a hell of a show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into this topic here. So about 2 days ago, we produced a topic on our channel that was centered on some comments that Colin Cowherd, the volume of FS1, had to make about LeBron James and the Lakers deciding to draft Bronny James, and speaking about LeBron's influence over the Lakers and his pull and his power. Discussed Rich Paul, called out people by name, and it was something that surprised a lot of us because Colin Cowherd has been a longtime support and advocate of LeBron. He's been also a longtime hater of Michael Jordan. You just go look at some of his segments on First Things First. When Jason Whitlock was there, Marcellus Wiley was there, Chris Broussard used to make appearances on the show. He would always take shots at Jordan whenever he had an opportunity. So I kind of classified Colin as LeBron James guy, LeBron James supporter, right? So to hear him come out there and publicly speak the way that he did surprised me, and it surprised a lot of people that watched the show. So what happened? Recently, I saw him on that same show, and he was speaking to, the name of the podcast was called House of Straws. I think, I forgot I know his first name, Jonathan, his name is Ethan Straws, is the person that operates that podcast, that show. And they were basically discussing, he was basically asking Cowherd, like, look, these kind of positions that you're taking on LeBron James, on Nike and all of that, aren't you afraid to be taking these type of positions publicly because of the ramifications that may come with it? And Colin Cowherd essentially explained why he decided to call out LeBron James publicly after supporting him for so many years. So these are the comments that we want to get into. But before we even get into what Colin Cowherd had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. For example, I am super excited about the upcoming MLB games. With Game Time tickets, I can easily pick the best tickets for me. I love that I can choose between different deals. I have the option to select the cheaper deal, the best option deal, or my favorite, the flash deal. The flash deal gives me the option to find discounts that I can only find on Game Time. Once I select the ticket I want, I can view my seat. And it's not just restricted to baseball. I can also look for the best ticket deals for other sports like football, the NBA, concerts, comedy, or other theater shows. Included in my purchase, I also have a 24-hour return guarantee, a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what he had to say. It's not a very long clip. And then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
You sometimes on the TV will, I thought today, the show you did today, felt a little bit risky to me, a little bit risque, where you were talking about how you think Nike might have had something to do with Jaylen Brown not getting on Team USA. I was fascinated hearing that take, Colin, and I was wondering, is that something at all where you have to go, wait, who are our sponsors? Is this going to result in any blowback? Do you have to almost just explore the potential ramifications of a take like that?
No, because I think I wasn't name calling. I wasn't unfair. Their stock is down 33% in 6 months. The Major League Baseball jersey fiasco is just a mess by a usually spot on company. I think the Olympic stuff is another mess. Phil Knight's 86 and has acknowledged that Oregon football is a primary focus, winning a natty, before time elapses for Phil, a visionary and a brilliant man who I really admire and like. I loved his memoir, by the way. And so I thought it was fair and reasonable. And my theme at the top of today's show, and Rich Paul and LeBron similarly, men love power, power corrupts. And I thought in both Nike's case with Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving and LeBron and Clutch's case with Bronny being drafted, they got in the way of the natural flow of business. They could, and they had the leverage to, but it's always a dance. And both used the sledgehammer more than a softer touch. And they sort of engineered a different outcome. Bronny probably doesn't get drafted. Jaylen Brown should make the Olympic team. And that's the cautionary tale of power, is that men usually use it.
So you heard what Colin Cowherd had to say. Look, Colin Cowherd, I'm trying to figure out what Colin Cowherd's salary. Let me see, FS1 contract. Let me see. He signed. Let me see. Let me see how much Colin Cowherd was making, but I know he's making buku money working for FS1, right? I'm gonna assume he's making about. Let me see what Colin Cowherd is making. They're not really specifying it, but I know he's making millions and millions and millions of dollars, and he's one of the highest paid personalities in all of sports media. Given the fact that Colin Cowherd is a multimillionaire, he's also the owner of the Volume. Why would you be afraid to give your view on anything? That's what I don't understand. Like, I can understand if, look, you know, I got to be careful about what I say. I don't want to jeopardize my dollars. I've never gotten my dollars, so therefore I need to be careful because people may take away my money from me, and I never got it. But in the case of Colin and so many of these other guys, these are multimillionaires, like multi-millionaires, earning millions and millions of dollars a year. So if you have financial freedom, why are you afraid to give your thoughts on any particular issue if it can't affect your bottom line? That's the part I don't understand. If you think of the Jaylen Brown thing, when he was recorded during that game and then he came out there and said, I'm worth $300 million. What you saw me say on the sideline is what I thought at that moment. Why do I now need to come back and backtrack? Why? I'm worth $300 million. It's on a $300 million contract. Why do I feel this need to, I better not? Why? For what? Say what you believe, man. Say what you believe. So Colin is basically saying that, look, I'm saying what I'm saying because I believe it's fair, right? And to me, if he has an opinion and he wants to express it, I don't think his voice should be suppressed. I don't believe that, right? It's up to me to agree or disagree with him. It's not up to me to shut him down and say, no, look, you're not allowed to have that opinion because I don't believe in what you're saying and I think you're wrong. No, that's ridiculous. Now you're trying to silence and censor people, which I believe is wrong. Right? Which I believe is wrong. If he has that particular position on the situation that he mentioned in the audio with Nike and LeBron and all of those guys, he should be able to voice his opinion. Why should he be afraid of, you shouldn't go out there and say that and all of this? I don't think any of that should be a factor. And all too often, unfortunately, it is a factor in sports media. And it's something that I just cannot understand. When made men and made women are afraid to speak their views when they're already multimillionaires, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I just do not understand it. I guess, hey, I got 10 million, 20 million, 25 million in the bank. I got another 15 million promised to me, and I don't want to lose out on that money. So I'm going to go ahead and just twerk it up on TV all over the place and just basically, not say what I really believe. So to me, man, I mean, if that's the life that some people want to live, fantastic. Some people love living that way. Good for them. More power to them. It's just something that I can never do. And personally, I don't see anything wrong with Colin Cowherd expressing his views. He has the right to do that. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.